Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. So today we're going to have a look at Maybe Tomorrow by Stereophonics. So to start with, we're going to be playing an E-flat major 7 chord. It's quite an interesting voicing of playing this chord. We're usually more kind of used to playing this. But this is another way of playing E-flat major 7, and it's the way that Kelly Jones plays it when he plays this song live. So we're going to start with our index finger on the first fret of the D string, and that's going to be our E-flat. And then we're going to bar the rest of the 3rd fret, and we're going to be barring our G string, B string and E strings. And you can either use your pinky finger or ring finger for that. Personally, I prefer using my pinky. And that's going to be our first chord. We're then going to go to a C minor chord. And when I go in to play that, I'm going to be using my middle finger, I'm going to hammer it onto the chord, into that 4th fret of the B string. And you'll notice I'm going to be taking it on and off as well. Just like that. And from there we're going to go into a G minor chord. And then we're going to slide our 2 fingers here, our ring finger and our pinky finger, our 5th and octave notes, and we're going to slide those down to our F chord. And when we go to our F chord, we're going to have that relationship with our middle finger again. We're going to be taking it off and on. Just like that. In full it sounds like this. I'll do that again. So now we're going to have a look at some lead guitar for the song, and the first bit of lead guitar happens in the introduction, and I've seen guitar players play this bit in 2 different octaves, either the lower octave or the higher octave. I'm just going to demonstrate both of those now. Okay, so let's talk about what I was doing there. To start off with, in the lower octave, I'm going to be using my index finger to play the 3rd fret of the A string. I'm going to hammer that on to the 5th fret of the A string, and that's going to be a D note. We're then going to go to the 3rd fret of the D string, which is going to be an F note. We're then going to go back to that D note on the 5th fret. We're then going to play the string below it on the 5th fret. The D string, still the 5th fret. That's going to be a G note. We're then going to play that G note another time. And then we're going to go to the 3rd fret of the G string, which is going to be a B flat note. I'm going to bend that a really tiny bit, and then we're going to go back to that G note. In full it sounds like this. The riff now in the higher octave is going to look like this. So now we're going to be starting on the 5th fret of our G string, and then we're going to hammer onto our D note, which is now the 7th fret of the G string. We're then going to go to our F note, which is now going to be the 6th fret of the B string, and then we're going to go back to our D note. We're then going to go to our G note, which is now going to be the 8th fret of the B string. And then we're going to play that again, and then we're going to go to the 6th fret of the E string, and then go back to our G note. So now we're going to have a look at the chorus lead guitar, and it simply goes like this. And so we're just going to be playing 3 notes here, and I'm going to be using a little bit of tremolo just to give the guitar a nice bit of shimmer like it does on the record. And those 3 notes are going to be D, which is going to be the 7th fret of the G string. Then we're going to be playing a G note, which is going to be the 8th fret of the B string. And then an F, which is going to be the 6th fret of the B string. And the riff is simply going to start on that D, it's going to go to the G, then to the F, then to the G, then to the F. And it sounds like this really slowly. So let's have a look at the solo section. The first phrase is going to sound like this. So to start that off, we're going to be sliding in on our D string all the way up to the 12th fret. And that's going to be a D note. We're then going to use our index finger to play the 10th fret of the G string. and that's going to be an F note. And we're going to play those notes really fast, and then we're going to shift our hand down 2 frets, and we're going to have our index finger landing on the 8th fret of the B string, and that's going to be a G note. And then we're going to bring our ring finger to play that 10th fret of the G we've already done before, and we're going to bend it up, and this is going to be what you call a unison bend. So we're playing those 2 notes there, we're playing the G string and the B string together. And you can see we're playing the G note here, and obviously this is the F note, but we're bending it up to here. After we do that, we're then going to go back to our quick sliding phrase from the D note to the F note again. And then we're going to do that same unison bend, but instead of at the 8th fret, we're going to be moving up, so we now have our index finger on the 10th fret of the B string, and we have our ring finger on the 12th fret of the G string. And that's going to be an A note. So far it sounds like this. So after that second unison bend, we're going to go back to that sliding riff we've already played twice before, going up to that 12th fret of the D, and then playing the 10th fret of the G. And then this time we're going to have our 3 fingers behind the 8th fret of the B string, and we're going to bend it up a little bit. And so what I'm doing here is I'm bending up just a half. And that will sound the same as the fret above it. So I'm bending up, and then I'm bending down again, and then I'm landing on the 8th fret of the B. And you do that 3 times, and then we're going to land on the 10th fret of the G string. And we can give that note a little bit of vibrato as well. In full it sounds like this. So now we're going to have a look at the second phrase, and it's going to go something a little bit like this. So you'll notice that the second phrase is really similar to the first phrase, and there's only a couple of differences, and the first difference is going to be that sliding phrase at the beginning. When we slide into the 12th fret of the D string and then go to the 10th fret of the G string, we're then also going to be adding in the 12th fret of the G string as well. And the rhythm of that is going to be slightly different as well. And then we're going to do the unison bends like we did before. And so when I get to the bending notes on the 10th fret, I'm going to do the first 2 normal, and then the third one I'm going to bend up, I'm going to hold it. And you'll notice that when I'm bending this note, I'm not doing a half bend, and I'm not doing a full bend. It's neither of these notes. It's somewhere in between. It's not this, and it's not this. It's a really distinctive note, and you should have no problems finding it. And that's going to be the last note of the solo. So just as a little extra thing, after we come out of that solo section, we're going to play a little riff like this. And that's just going to repeat all the way up to the last chorus. And so all we're doing here is we're playing 3 notes. We're playing the 5th fret of the A string, the 3rd fret of the D string, and the 5th fret of the D string. That's going to be a D note, an F note, and a G note. And we're just going to repeat them in this rhythm. So while the solo is going on, the rhythm guitar is going to be playing a little chord progression, and it's going to sound like this. And we're just going to do that through twice, and that's going to be a C minor, then going 2 frets up to a D7 chord, then down to a G minor, and then sliding that down to an F. And like I say, we just play that through twice. Okay guys, so that's been my tutorial on Maybe Tomorrow by Stereophonics. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.